Screen. Hello, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday night party in the Girlfriend Hours. We're going to go ahead and tag everyone here. If you're watching, let us know so we can say hello. All right, here we go. Okay, everybody has been tagged. Hello, everyone. Let us know when you're watching so we can say hello to you. Oh, hi, Kelly. Oh, good. Vinny's watching too. Kelly Schroeder and Vinny are watching. Hi, Annette. We're glad you're here with us from Puerto Rico. Hi, Rose Albany. Hello, everybody. Hi, Monica. Hi, Brittany. We have Fabiola, who's with us and watching. Hi, Kim Schultz. How are you? All right, everybody must have been really waiting for us. Hi, Amanda. It was so good to see you. Amanda, I forgot to tell you, I have something I think Madison would like. I'll text you when I get done tonight. I forgot to tell that to you when you were here today. All right, so we are going to do our All About the Base foundation party tonight. We have some models lined up for us, which is going to be exciting. So I would like to hear your foundation questions. We are just finishing up. Hi, Mary Brewer. We're finishing up our last day of our spring open house at our Sterling Star Center. So I didn't get a chance to go back and watch everybody or read your comments about your foundation questions. So if you don't mind letting me know again, if you could comment, what are your questions or concerns or worries about foundation? That's what we're talking about tonight, all about the base. Next Thursday night is going to be the last Thursday of May. Can you believe that? How fast this month went. And we're going to be talking about makeup meltdown, how to avoid it, and to look your absolute best at summer cookouts. So that'll be next Thursday night. When you purchase $50 for the month of May, so you still have a few weeks to get in on this. When you purchase $50, you can choose any item here at half price. You can choose any item off of our May special deals at half price. Your best bet is going to be that eye renewal cream. It's normally $44 and you can get it for $22. But the other good deals on here are the men's colognes. And if Father's Day is coming up, if you have somebody special to buy for, that's a great way to get a half price men's cologne as well. Hi, Angelita. Hello. Okay, so Kim wants to know, does foundation feel heavy? That's a really good question. Hi, Peggy. We have Margaret Peggy. I'm not sure if you go by which name you go by, but hello.
Peggy Kenyon.
Is that Peggy Kenyon?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Peggy Kenyon.
She just had surgery today.
All right. We're glad you're watching with us tonight. We're going to see Linda tomorrow. We're really excited about that. Okay, so does foundation feel heavy? Well, that depends on which foundation that you're wearing. We're going to talk about the coverage scale tonight. So our lightest foundation coverage to our heaviest foundation coverage. So if you're using a lighter coverage foundation, it's going to feel lighter. If you're using the heaviest, which is our cream to powder, it's going to tend to feel a little heavy. Now, I love cream to powder foundation. I wore it all through high school. So for me, it doesn't feel heavy at all. But if you're not used to it, it might feel a little heavy for you. All right. Did I miss a question in here? It looks like Ashley was answering for me. Thank you, Ashley. All right. Up next, we're going to talk about our Michael Kors drawing. Whoops. Wrong button. There we go. Our Michael Kors drawing. Not only when you purchase $50, do you get one item at half price from our May special deals, but you also get entries into this beautiful Michael Kors drawing. It started on May 1st. It ends on July 15th. And every $50, you get extra entries into that purse drawing. Actually, it's a wristlet or a wallet, I should say. Our comment queen this week is going to get a free blending sponge, and I'm going to show you how to use one of those those tonight. Right here is our blending sponge. And then we also, for our Comment Queen, our parties start on Monday and they end on Friday. And so all of the posts throughout the week, every time you comment, you get an entry into being our Comment Queen. So check back next Friday night to see, or next Friday, tomorrow night to see who the Comment Queen will be. Then we have our Sold Queen. Our Sold Queen, you get entries for every product that you purchase. You get your name put on that beautiful spinning wheel. And then tomorrow night at 6 Central, 7 Eastern, that's when our parties end, we will post the spinning wheel. Our winner of our Sold Queen is going to get a free foundation starter kit. So that's going to include a CC cream, a silky setting powder, a blending sponge, and a foundation brush. So that is a really good deal for our Queen of Sold Queen to get that foundation starter kit free. So pay attention. We're going to talk about a lot of different products. We have some special deals for you guys. We'll post the specials, but make sure to comment sold before tomorrow night, 6 Central, 7 Eastern, and make sure your consultant knows about it. You may want to tag her in case she missed it, and that way you get entries for a free foundation starter kit. Okay, this was so exciting to see everyone's pictures. You guys did a great job. Fabiola, did you see Chris Regal did what you did with the book? Did you see that? That was so cool. So ladies, for all of you that posted pictures of yourself with your new summer lookbook, you are going to get 10 entries into that Sold Queen drawing. So 10 entries right away for that foundation starter kit. So I'm going to go through, make sure we don't miss anybody, and get your entries in there. This is our impact report for this last year that we started. Oh, Kim still doesn't have her book. Does she get her applause? Do you know? Kim Schultz? Kim, did you get your applause magazine? Because it should be inside of that for consultants.
Some of my people are just getting their books yesterday or today.
Mine came yesterday.
Yeah. Well, Kim, hopefully yours will show up. It should be inside your applause magazine because you're a consultant, though. So for our impact report, we started in October of 22, our new year of beauty boxes. And for each month, we pick a different organization that we donate the proceeds to. So in October of 2022, 174 women going through cancer treatment received a free Mary Kay mask. How awesome is that? Let me see your hearts, ladies. That is not because of us. That is because of you. Hey, Tanya, how are you? I'm glad to have you watching us. November of 2022, 45 Haitian orphans received a Christmas meal because of you, ladies. Hi, Natalie. December of 2022, $235 donated to Strong Arms Helping Families in Wisconsin. January of 23, $300 donated to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. In February of 23, $1,037 donated to pet rescues. That is amazing. That is awesome. March, $235 donated to Endometriosis Association. And in April, $900 donated to child advocacy centers. Yes, let those hearts keep coming. That is because in each and every one of you, that when you comment sold on those beauty boxes, those are the difference that you're making for all of these different organizations. So for the month of May, we are partnering with the First Responders Children's Fund. This was developed right after 9/11, and we are donating the proceeds of our beauty boxes to them. But we did not want to leave out our other community heroes, such as teachers and nurses and first responders, police officers. So we are also doing Project Kindness. So that means you can buy a hand cream at $12. And for $12, you get 2 full-size hand creams. You can keep one for yourself and donate one to your favorite teacher, nurse, police officer, or first responder. So that ends on May 31st. I know it feels like we still have a long ways to go, but next Thursday is our last Thursday of May. So if you thought, I really want to do this, I would go ahead and comment sold on that and get that going tonight. You can comment Project Kindness, and your consultant will get with you. Then our beauty boxes, our starter box. I see Wendy's ready for me. Thank you, Wendy. Our starter box is just $22. And it's going to include a full-size eye makeup remover, which everybody needs one, and a mini travel eye makeup remover. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? So for $22, you get both of those products, plus some fun little cute little flags, a little pin, and $11 of that will be donated back to the First Responders Children's Fund. Then we have our advanced beauty box right here, and this has got the toning lotion, perfect as we head into summertime and showing some more skin. This is $34, so $17 will be donated to the First Responders Children's Fund. You can go ahead and start commenting sold, ladies. Comment sold. And then last but not least is our Platinum Beauty Box. And this is going to have that amazing Mary Kay Skinvigorate Sonic brush in there right here. This brush is normally $75. Right now, Mary Kay is running a special for $60. So when you purchase this for $60 with your Platinum Beauty Box, $30 of that gets donated back to the First Responders Children's Fund. So please comment sold. Help us have a really strong May in donating to a very, very worthy cause. All right, let's jump right in. I see our models are here. We are ready to go. So how do you find the perfect match? We're talking foundations.
Not Tinder.
Yes. Not a swipe right or swipe left or however that works. Which way? I always say it wrong. Which way if you like the person?
I think it's
Nobody knows here? Nobody's saying.
maybe it's right. I don't.
Okay, if everybody's watching,
Left if you don't, right if
which way do you swipe if you like the person? I never remembered. I always say the wrong way when I'm talking to younger people that do that. Okay, so how do you find, hi Mary, how are you? How do you find the perfect match? Okay, so there's left, Brittany says. Okay, thanks Brittany. If you are looking for a foundation, there's a few things that you need to consider. First of all is the level of coverage. What type of coverage are you looking for? Something just really light, like a dash out the door, or you have some things to cover? I have some things on my face that I like to cover. So I'm looking for more to the medium to full coverage. Then desired finish. Do you want a matte finish? Everyone's saying, I think left. Do you want a matte finish or a luminous finish? Luminous just means there's an extra moisturizer added to your foundation. Now, our matte foundation is more for combination to oily skin, but if you are someone who has normal to dry skin, but you still want a matte finish, we can make that happen with a setting powder, or vice versa. We can give you a luminous finish with a bronzer. So undertone, oh, that is the thing that can mess everything up so much if you get the wrong undertone. So we have a cool, a warm, and a neutral, and it's a really simple way to figure out which one you are. And then last is your tools. Our makeup artist teaches us that you're only as good as your tools. So if you're not using the right tools, or you're using very dirty or old tools, that's going to make a big difference to your makeup application. So let's jump right in. First, let's talk level of coverage. So our lightest level of coverage is the Silky Setting Powder. This is if you just want a light veil of color, you can use this by itself. Hey, Amanda, thanks for joining us. Hi, Carissa. Hi, Christine. Then up next would be our Mary Kay CC Cream. Now, it's CC. I know this was a question I put out there. Stands for Complexion Corrector. It has SPF and a little bit of foundation primer in this. This is a great product for busy moms or just busy women that need to get something on their skin, but they don't have time to do a lot of extra steps. This is the CC cream. It's wonderful for summer as well. Fabiola's raising her hand back there. Yes. Then, as we're moving now, so that's medium coverage. On the medium to full side, you're going to have your Time Wise 3D foundation. This is going to give you a lot more coverage. It's a liquid foundation. It comes in 2 formulas. And then last is going to be our cream to powder. This is our full size, our most full coverage foundation that you can get is the Mary Kay cream to powder. Now let's talk about them a little bit more in depth. Let me get the right thing up here. Okay. Your Silky Setting Powder is $20 each. Remember, lightest coverage. It is a makeup multitasker. It helps even skin tone and blur minor imperfections while providing a matte finish that soothes your skin's appearance. Sorry, that should say smooths your skin's appearance. This innovative formula delivers whisper-like softness while helping to minimize dryness and flakiness. So remember what I said about about your desired finish. If you have dry skin, but you want a matte finish, this powder is not going to settle in your lines. It's not going to make your skin look dry. It's a very special setting powder. Now, if you have oily skin, this powder is not going to feel heavy. It's going to lay very light on your skin. It has 12 shades to give you that subtle color correct for a more even appearance. And we're going to talk about how to apply it with the blending sponge. Now, you can use a brush, but this powder has been milled to be very, very fine. And so if you aren't careful with your brush, your clothes may be wearing more powder than your face. So it's important to know how to apply it. Then, of course, our CC cream. Easy complexion corrector, acts like makeup, works like skincare. SPF 15, extremely lightweight, protects against future damages with that SPF, hours of hydration, and great for sensitive skin. Then we have our TimeWise 3D. Remember, this is going from medium to full. Don't worry about the shade, Chris. We'll help you with that. And I do want you guys to know, I know it's hard to buy a foundation virtually. Just so you know, everything is 100% guaranteed. So if you get your foundation and it is just not right, let your consultant know. That is why you have a Mary Kay consultant, because we're here to make sure you have no Mary Kay in your ugly makeup drawer. That is like one of our big desires, is to make sure your products work for you. So the most important thing you need to learn about TimeWise 3D is it has IntelliMatch. I have no idea how it works. IntelliMatch technology for true shade. Improved shade accuracy to seamlessly match more skin tones than ever. So what that means is you put this on your skin, and as it dries, it does its very best to match your skin tone. And I don't know why, but we've had a lot of ladies come in today looking for foundations. And I have seen it every time I put on a foundation, and she'll first put it on and you can tell it's like, oh, that's not the right shade. Like, give it 30 seconds. And as it dries, it starts matching her skin tone. It's really, really amazing how it does that. I have no idea how that science works, but it's really cool. The other thing is this complex includes encapsulated Restorval, so really good things for our skin, and age-defying peptides. It's formulated with 2 on-trend 12-hour long-wearing finishes, matte or luminous. So it works for 12 hours. Then last, your most full coverage is going to be your cream to powder. Stays true, appears fresh for 12 hours, heat and humidity resistant, evens your skin tone, then dries to a soft powdery finish, transfer resistant, so will not rub off or streak, oil-free, and suitable for sensitive skin. So we have models tonight that are going to try all of these formulas. Well, next is going to be your undertone. Did you need something?
I just wanted to show you something.
Yes.
I did a test.
Oh, okay. Come show us.
So I'm going to show you my test.
Okay.
So
Okay. Wendy's going to show us our test.
I've had my foundation. I'm wearing Bronze W130 today. I've had it on since about 7 a.m. I've been in a theater with a bunch of people, and I've been outside and walking in the heat. Thankful we got a nice sunny day.
We're not going to complain about it.
I have a foundation primer on. I have a small layer of CC cream. Then my foundation, translucent powder, finishing spray.
Oh my goodness! Look
This
at
is
that.
this is the foundation transfer
Oh, that's so wonderful. Wendy.
from having it on all day. And a lot of people ask me that question, like, does it have staying power? Is it going to come off? So I'm just showing you that it really.
Mhm.
We almost 12 hours.
Wow,
So,
that's
yeah.
awesome.
So that's
Thank
just
you
my
for
little
sharing
introduction.
that. All right, everybody, comment sold. We'll figure out the foundation later. Right? Thank you, Wendy. All right, so for your undertone, if you are a person like myself that all you do is burn, you'll never, ever, ever, ever tan, then you have a cool undertone. You have more of a pink undertone to your skin. If you are a person that when you just walk to the mailbox or take your dog for a walk and you turn another shade darker, you tan very easily, you are a warm undertone. Or there's those of you that are in the middle, that you burn first, but then you tan, you have a neutral undertone. So it's really easy. Hi, Anna. It's really easy to figure out what your undertone is. If you burn, only burn, you're cool. If you only tan, you're warm. If you burn, then tan, you are neutral. And that will help you figure out the right undertone when you're working with foundation. Now, a lot of experts will tell you if you have a pink undertone to wear a warm foundation. I do not agree with that at all. I think if you have a pink undertone and you put yellow over top of it, that's when you get a pumpkin face. If you have a warm undertone and you put pink on top of it, you get a pumpkin face. So it's best to go with your skin tone or a neutral. Okay. So me being cool, I'm never going to wear a warm. I can wear a cool or a neutral. Who's warm here? Wendy's warm. Wendy being warm is never going to wear a cool. She's going to stick with warm or neutral. All right. Hopefully that helps you guys when you're finding the right shade. Then last is our tools. We have our Mary Kay foundation brush, which everybody absolutely loves. It's so fabulous. Then we have our all over powder brush that you're going to use for your translucent powders and your bronzers. We have our blending brush. We call this the toothbrush just because it kind of looks like a toothbrush. This is your blending brush for your highlight and contour, and then your blender right here for your powder. So it's important that you have clean tools. I truly believe every woman deserves to have at least 4 liquid foundation brushes. That way you always have one clean. So if you only have one, do yourself a huge favor and buy 3 tonight. Get entries into all the drawings because it's going to make your life so much easier when you have at least 4 of these to rotate out and you always have a clean foundation brush. You need to wash your brushes when you wash your hair, especially the ones that you use liquid on, because they need to be clean before you put them back on your face. And here we talk about your clean brush bundle. So this is our first set for this party. Our other sets were our beauty boxes. So when you purchase your brush cleaner and a TimeWise bar, you can get a free brush cleaning pad, and that set is just $36. So the brush cleaner, that's really good for your powder brushes. And then your brush TimeWise bar, if you watched my video I did, it's posted in this party group, you'll see how I use the bar to wash the liquid foundation brush and then use the pad to make sure to get all the product out of it. And then you want to hang them upside down to dry. You never want to hang them like this because the water will just go down in here and then this will start coming apart if you do that. So you always want to hang your brushes upside down to dry. I use the towel bar in my shower or my bathroom and just use a hair tie wrap around it and they'll hang upside down to dry. So yes, thanks Brittany. Go ahead and comment sold on your brush clean bundle for $36. Now we want to talk about primer. Okay, so your primer is going to make a big difference to how your foundation looks. If you look at the chart down at the bottom, you see the number or letter D, that model. Now, more than likely, her foundation matched her skin tone if you just looked at her. But when someone took her picture, the light reflecting properties makes her look too light. Her foundation did not match. So if you find this happening to yourself, when you put it on, it looks fine, but in pictures, it looks too light, make sure you're using the foundation primer. It has silica, which is a mineral optical diffuser that helps the skin look smoother by helping reduce the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, pores, and other skin imperfections. It also has skin conditioning agents that act like an invisible buffer that provides a smooth canvas for the foundation application. So Tiffany, I'm going to start with you first. Come on over, Miss Tiffany. And we're going to apply her primer real quick.
What do you want?
Is that right here, sweetie? All right, so your foundation primer, I just do it like this. I get a little bit on the back of my hand. And Wendy, I'll let you give the other models, Denise and Nolani. Nolani, you could come on up here and sit down. Give them some primer for me. So you normally would just use your fingertips and put your, sorry, I've got that right up your nose, Tiffany. Tiffany just about had a masking brush up her nose.
Do you want to apply it?
Just on the center of your face. There we go. Now, I have a very, very obstinate pore that drives me crazy. And I work really hard to make it small, but it's right here. And I notice it when I put my concealer on. And all of a sudden, it looks like this amazingly huge pothole on my face. So what I do after I put the concealer on, I put a little bit of primer over top of it, and it just completely disappears. So if you have that problem, this primer is going to be your best friend. Okay, so foundation primer, that is going to be just 20. That's our prep step. Up next is going to be our under eye corrector. Now, this guy right here helps with dark circles under your eye. Now, if you don't have dark circles, then you don't need to worry about it. But it has a peach undertone that is good for every skin tone for the under eye corrector. So you're just going to use a little bit of that and pat it in the areas that you want to use. Let me grab this. Now, Nolani doesn't need any under eye corrector. We're not going to use that on her. Okay, Wendy?
Okay.
But if Denise would like some, she's welcome to it. Okay. Do you just want to use your fingers? Do you mind doing that?
That's fine.
Okay. Use your ring finger.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, that one. Okay. So when you go to apply your under eye corrector, Tiffany's going to show you just going to do a couple of dots underneath your
Can I
eye.
use this?
You sure can. A couple of dots underneath your eye. And the key to your under eye corrector and your primer or concealer is to pat it. Don't rub it. You want to be able to see it and it's not going to disappear. Okay. So just go ahead and pat it underneath of there. Now, if you have any dark spots that you want to cover, like I have a dark spot on the end of my nose, I have one over here that I'm working on lightening with our orange brightener, then go ahead and just pat a little bit of the under eye corrector on that as well. Because of that orange tint to it, that peach tint, it counteracts the dark circles.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, we'll look right in there. You can see a huge difference already just with that under eye corrector. All right, up next, we're going to do concealer. Now, we have 6 shades of concealer: light ivory, dark ivory. Sorry, I always said that wrong. Light ivory, deep ivory, light beige, deep beige, and light bronze, deep bronze. You want your concealer to be a little bit lighter than your foundation shade. So we're going to use light ivory. Go ahead, use your ring finger with that too, Tiffany. And then just go ahead where your under eye corrector stops. You're going to use your concealer to kind of pat that out and blend it in, okay? Now, you can't go wrong with concealer. So if you want to put some on your eyelids, you can. If you have blemishes you want to take care of, you can do that as well. And same thing, you're going to want to pat it. Now, we have a concealer brush, but I honestly believe your fingertips are the best for this, is just patting that in. There you go. Perfect. And again, you do want to still see it. It's not going to disappear. Would Denise like one?
Sure.
We did beige one, so maybe
Deep
do.
ivory.
Yes. Perfect. Okay. Let me get you something for your fingertips. There you go.
Thank you.
All right. So we're going to do I'm going to do CC cream on one side and the Time Wise 3D on the other. Is that okay with you?
Mhm.
All right. So let's get you use very light CC.
Yes.
And that is very deep. So that's not going to work. Hold on, everybody.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That would make for a fun show, wouldn't it? We could show how well the cleansers work. All right. So I'm going to use the very light CC. I'm going to squirt. When I'm doing my own, I squirt a little bit on the back of my hand, but I'm going to put this on the tray here for Tiffany. And I'm going to use our liquid foundation brush. This is what you always want to have, a clean brush, and get a little bit of this. And then we're just going to apply it right here. Now remember, your CC has a foundation primer built in, but I still like to use the extra one because I have some of those, like I said, stubborn pores in there that I like to get rid of. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to have you lean forward here so everyone can see really good. Okay, perfect. That's good. So you can see how we had the CC cream, gave her some nice light coverage on this side. Now we're going to go and use the Time Wise 3D. We are using Ivory N160. So, Tiffany, do you have a cool undertone? You burn, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Tiffany is like me. We're pink people, and we burn, and we have that pink undertone. So I could use a C, which stands for cool undertone foundation for her. And we tried that shade, but it wasn't the right shade. So then I went to a neutral, an N for Tiffany, and we're going to use that on the other side. And the reason we're doing 2 different sides is because I want you to see the difference in coverage. Both of them are very good products. Nothing wrong with either one of them. It just really lets you see the difference of the coverage. There we go. And then I'm going to have you come back and I'll let Wendy do your powder, and then we'll Oh, never mind. I'm gonna have you come back. We'll do highlight and contour.
Okay.
So don't do anything when you leave me.
Okay.
Just come back to me just like I left you.
Okay.
All right, very good. Perfect. Okay, go ahead and lean forward. All right, so look this way. There you go. And then, oopsie, back towards me. There you go. You can really see the difference, how this is going to give her a lot more coverage versus this. Again, doesn't look wrong. There's nothing wrong with this whatsoever, but this covers a lot more and gives her the more full coverage look. All right, very good. Thank you. All right, Nolani, come on over. Oh, yes. Thank you. All right, Nolani is also...
She hasn't needed anything else at all.
Who? No. Yes, Nolani is going to be our model, again, for our Time Wise foundation, but she does not have any under eye corrector or concealer. So I want to just show how well this covers without those extra steps in there. And your shade was 170, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me get you a brush. And Nolani, I'm going to let you go ahead and apply your foundation. Just do one half of your face, okay? All right, we're going to scoot this a little closer so everyone get a good look. There we go.
Can I use this mirror?
You sure can, because you're backwards in there.
Mm-hmm.
Takes years of experience to put your makeup on
It
backwards.
Oh, boy.
It does.
Perfect. Nolani is new to Mary Kay, is that right?
Yeah.
She was just here the other day as a guest of our beautiful Fabiola, and we were foundation matching her. And I was impressed how well our Time Wise foundation did on her skin. And she applies it very well. She's getting a good amount of product. She's really working the brush into her pores, into her skin to get that amazing coverage. So that's when I said, oh, you've got to be a model for us, because that is so nice. And then I had to step away, but did you like the contour and highlight sticks?
Yeah, I
Oh,
love
good.
it.
Oh, good, good, good.
And like even after like many hours, it was still perfectly
Oh,
fine.
good. I'm so glad to hear that. Yes. All right, very good. All right, so go ahead and get real close to the camera so they can see a good look. So that is the side with the foundation, and then look the other way and without, and then look straight on. Oh my goodness, look at her eye, how it's lifted, the side. And again, nothing extra, no concealer, no under eye corrector, just the Time Wise 3D foundation. Beautiful. I'm going to give this to you and you can do your other side over there. Okay. All right. And then come on down, Denise.
Come on down.
People are saying, I will be ordering foundation tonight. Okay. So Denise is going to be our cream to powder model, in which we are going to do beige 1. And what's your undertone? Do you tan easily?
Sometimes I burn and
Okay.
then tan.
So you're more
so
of a
I'm
neutral.
neutral. I
Okay.
think, yeah.
And you have on under eye corrector and concealer.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So I'm going to do just one side with the cream to powder. Now, if you saw my post about either using your finger, a sponge, or a foundation brush. So you can use your finger to apply your foundation, but no matter how clean your fingers are, you're going to be adding oil to it. Okay. So it's going to change the consistency and the coverage. If you use a sponge, which is my least favorite, you are going to be calling your Mary Kay consultant on like a monthly basis to reorder your foundation, because you go through it really, really quickly when you use a sponge, because a sponge is soaking up a lot of the product. And bacteria grows in sponges really quickly. So sponges are my least favorite. Then is your foundation brush. And if you saw on that mirror where I showed it, the sponge, you get the least coverage because the product's going back into it. Your foundation brush is where you're going to get the most coverage, and your foundation's going to last the longest for you because you use a less amount. Okay? You have such a little face. I got too much on here to do half. So have you ever tried the cream to powder before, Denise?
No, I have not. I'm amazed at how I can't even tell you put it on my hand.
Well, that's good. That means we have the right shade. I love the cream to powder for the coverage. It's going to give you the most amount of coverage in a single step. Now, does it feel heavy on your skin?
Mm-mm.
Okay, good.
No.
All right, so I'm
That's
gonna
what I
have
was
you
worried about.
come up here close, and then look one way, and then look the other. Yeah. So look how smooth and creamy this side looks, and then look at me, and then this side you can see needs a little bit more coverage on there. All right, very good. Thank you. I'm gonna let you go ahead and slide down, and you can finish the other side if you would like.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Tiffany, you can come on back. So, ladies, go ahead. You can comment sold for your under eye corrector. This is the concealer. Like I said, it comes in those 6 different shades. And then we have our special right here is what we call the power couple. Tasha gave us this name. And for just $32, you can get your concealer and your under eye corrector. We call that the power couple. All right, up next, we're going to talk about contouring and highlighting sticks. My favorite. I love these. They are only $14. Where did I put them? Oh, this thing got heavy. Here they are. Okay. And we're going to use our blending brush, this guy right here, for this. All right, Miss Tiffany. Now, there's lots of different ways to highlight and contour. And we did this party where we talked all about highlight and contour not too long ago.
Mhm.
Were you here for that? I don't remember how long ago it was.
not.
Oh, remember you were here when we had everybody going through. Remember that?
I was.
Yeah, I think it was when I first got here, the last party in April. But tonight we're just going to go over it really quickly. So a very simple, easy way to contour. Remember what contours what we want for to disappear, highlights what we want to bring forward. So we're going to contour right underneath the cheekbone, and we're going to contour right on the jawline, and then we're going to contour across the forehead. So Tiffany, look straight at the camera. Now, if I was doing her whole face, I would have taken this across the forehead, right? But we're just doing half because I want you to see the difference. I'm going to use my blending brush. We're going to blend this guy back and forth here. This is going to give her more of like a sun-kissed look. You can see how that already warms that up. This right here, we're going to blend that right back and forth into that cheekbone. There we go. And then this one, we're going to cup it underneath the jawline. Now we're going to finish this step up with some powder. Beautiful. And then I'm going to use our highlighting stick. And we're going to make a C. Go start right above the eyebrow and come around here and make a C. Okay. And we're just going to go around like that. Just blend that in just a little tiny bit. Perfect. All right, so Tiffany, look straight at the, oh yes, you can already see the difference. Let me blend a little bit more right here. Look straight at the camera, and you can see the difference right through here, how this side is looking more pulled up and firmer versus this side. You can see how that difference, that contour makes.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous. Thank you, Tiffany. All right, come on down, Nolani. So show us how you like to contour, because I know you did your own contouring, so show us how you like to do it.
So I usually do a little bit of cheekbone, not that much, just like since I already kind of have like a
You have high cheekbones.
yeah, so I just a little bit.
You
And
can
then
tell your mother thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you, Mom. So I just
There we go. You're fine. You go right ahead.
I like go like this so that I can see where
Okay.
the line is. And like it's kind of like a shadow, so I just follow it.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
And then I just blend it out.
Okay. Do you use the highlighter?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to show us how you do that too?
I use the light to like see where to put it.
That's
Like on
very
my
good. Very good tips. All right. And then I'll let you blend. Beautiful. Have you guys seen how that automatically, and Nolani is exactly right. She already has that beautiful cheekbone right there. And so she's just putting a little bit right underneath of there, cupping it right underneath of there to kind of give her that appearance of a higher cheekbone. And then she has the highlighter right on top of it. And she did a great job explaining that right where the light hits. For those of us like myself that have a harder time finding that cheekbone, we have to apply a little bit more right through here. Beautiful. Do you like the blending
Look how
brush?
dramatic that makes
Yeah,
it.
it's
Oh,
my
I know.
I
favorite.
love it. I just
Tell
love
us
it.
why you like the blending brush.
It's so soft. Oh my gosh. I'm obsessed. I can literally touch my face with this all day.
It's almost calming just to like sit there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. All right, go ahead and look right straight into the camera, Nolani. You did a wonderful job. Very good. Thank you so much. Yes, you did so great. All right, ladies. So these are your contour and highlighting sticks. They're only $14. So go ahead, comment sold if you want to get those. All right, next we have our translucent powder and finishing spray. But before we do that, I want to show you how to use the silky setting powder. Okay, so let's have Denise. Why don't you come on down? All right, where did my sponge go? Here it is. I have light to medium beige. I think that'll work for you. Okay, so you're going to want to get your sponge damp. Now, when you do that, it's going to grow. This one, I put it under the water. I squeeze it 3 times. You don't want it to be like water coming out of it, but it is damp to the touch. Then you're going to use the powder that's in the lid. Less is more, ladies. You don't need a lot of the silky setting powder. It's milled so fine that when it meets your body temperature, it melts right into your skin. So you see I have it on the bottom first here, and what I'm going to do is, this is the very technical term, I'm going to bop it all over her face just like this. Just bop it right in there. And you're just kind of pushing that powder right into your pores. A little bit more for your forehead.
Reminds you of that song, that bebop.
Oh yeah, yeah. Was that Cyndi Lauper?
I think so, yeah.
We are like on the same wavelength here. Okay, then you're going to use the tip part of it here. You get a little bit more on the tip. And that's going to go right in that eye area and really set that makeup. Next week, we're talking about how to melt proof. This is one of the major steps right here of melt proofing your makeup, is setting it with this silky powder. Okay, lean forward, Denise. I don't know if you guys can see, and then look this way. There you go. But it's kind of blotchy right here. Can you see that, Nolani, where it's like a blotchy right there?
Yeah.
And that's okay. Don't get worried if that happens. Just give your skin a little bit of time. And I mean like 30 to 60 seconds. Give your skin a little bit of time. That's okay. You can just turn it down. It's okay. That's all right. About 30 to 60 seconds. You're hear it in stereo. And we'll go ahead and start melting into that and start fading. You can see, go ahead and turn it. It's already starting to fade a little bit. You can see a little bit of blotchy there, but it's starting to fade in. And what it is just that powder melting. Now, after that like minute and you still have a little bit on there, that just means it's a little too much that you don't need. You can take a very clean powder brush and just go across it. It's just going to come right off. And that's the excess powder that you did not need. So like I said, a tiny little bit. Your setting powder is going to last you forever. You're going to love that because you get such a great value, and it's only $20. So we take a clean brush, go across there that is setting it. And then we're going to use part of our finishing products is our translucent powder. It's one shade for everyone because it doesn't really put a shade onto your skin. So I'm going to get it in I use what's in the lid in my big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go across here. And what this does is going to give her like a mineral veil. That's what's going to give a flawless look. Now, you may not see a difference when you put on this powder, but when somebody takes your picture, you're going to see the difference with this translucent powder. You're going to look like you're airbrushed. And that's what this does right here. That one simple step is going to make your skin look airbrushed. Thank you very much, Denise. You did a great job. All right, next up is going to be our finishing spray. So Tiffany, I'll have you come down and do our model for our finishing spray. And this is something that everybody needs, especially as we head into the summertime, because you want to keep your products on, right? We don't want to take the time to put this on and then have it melt off our face before noon. So this is going to help with that. Do you know how to use this?
Yes.
Yeah.
T and the cross.
Perfect. I'll let you go right ahead and do it. So you're going to want to hold it about this far away from your face, like an elbow's width away. And you're going to do 4 squirts, an X.
Oh, wait.
And then a T. Very good. Very good. It's so fun. funny. When I do this and I'm doing a live virtual thing, I always forget to shut my mouth and my eyes because I'm talking and I start doing it. It's terrible. But perfect. Thank you. And it's just that fast. It's like hairspray for your face. It's going to keep your makeup on for 16 hours. So these two products together, that translucent powder and that finishing spray, there you go. 16 hours of staying power, dries quickly, helps skin look smoother. There's also some extra kind of fun tips or hacks that you can do with this finishing spray. Tune in next week and we will fill you in on more of those. So we're at our very first set, and that is going to be your foundation starter set. Remember, this is what our sold queen is going to get absolutely free. So every time you comment sold on products you'd like to purchase, you get entries into this. So it's going to include a foundation of your choice. This happens to be the CC cream. It's going to have that blending sponge. Look how much smaller that is. Oh, shoot. We have a short. Oh, well, there goes our light. We have a short in our light here. A new one is already ordered. So look how small that is compared to that. And this is what you want it to look like when you're using it for your powder. If it looks like this and you start bopping it, you're going to have polka dots all over your face. All right, make sure you get it wet, have it damp before you use it. And then you're going to get the powder foundation. And then with this set, it's $54, and you can get a half price foundation brush, okay? A half price foundation brush for your starter set. So go ahead and comment sold. It is a great deal. You're right. Then we have your foundation bundle. So you can create your own bundle. When you choose 3 of the items here, you can get 1 item at half price. When you choose 4, you can get 2 items at half price. Or if you get all 7 items that are on the list, you get a free blending sponge and finishing spray. Which if you choose 7, you've pretty much done everything we've talked about tonight, and you get the free blending sponge and finishing spray. So it has your under eye corrector, your foundation choice right here, your highlighting stick, contour stick, that should say silky setting powder, not sulky. It's not moody. Your concealer and your translucent powder, okay, right there. So again, choose 3 of these items, 1 item half price, choose 4, 2 items half price, all 7, and you get a free blending sponge and finishing spray. Then you can just have the finishing set, which is going to have your translucent powder and finishing spray. That's $38 if you'd like the 2 of those. And then our finishing set, that is going to include the translucent powder, the finishing spray, and the all over powder brush with our bronzer. So would you like to be our bronzer model? Come on down, Nolani. I've been practicing your name. I shouldn't even say it. No, what did I call you before? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
No, I can't do it anyways.
Nyla.
What, say it?
Nyla?
Nyla, yes. I have a Leilani. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I have a Leilani in Florida. So we have a Nolani in Illinois. Okay, so Nolani is going to show you how to use our bronzer. And these are the 2 you can choose from. This is for more ivory to beige skin, and this is for dark beige to bronze. I think you should probably do this one here. This would be a good one for you. Use your big powder brush. You're going to get both of these on here like this. And then you want me to do it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you're just going to go around the outside of your face with the bronzer. Now you can use this, especially in the summertime, you can use it for cheek color. You can use it if you're in a pinch for a foundation. But it's just going to warm up your skin tone and then just a little down on your nose. Beautiful. Very good. Looks very nice. So this is a part of our finishing set right here. When you get your bronzer, it's $46 for your compact. When you choose that, you get both products in there. You can get a half price all over powder brush or finishing spray or translucent powder, whichever one that you would like. Oops, hit the wrong button. There we go. And that's the end of our party tonight. Thank you so much. And remember, ladies, to comment sold to get your name on that beautiful spinning wheel. Our parties end at 6 o'clock tomorrow night Central, 7 o'clock Eastern. I want all my models come back in the screen, everybody. Come on down here. Everyone show them. Oh, they're giving you hearts. Give them hearts. Give them some love. Everybody, let's give them a round of applause. Thank you so much for being our beautiful models, Nolani, Tiffany, and Denise. All right. Oh, look at all the love you guys are getting. Awesome. Thank you, ladies.